My friends, we are on a brush clearing expedition. I feel like I'm always hunched over when I'm talking to the camera like this, but I guess I got my tripod. It is what it is. So we're trying to clear out a couple more campsites here. There's all kinds of brush. It's not that bad. It's pretty easy work.
This guy says it's easy work. He's over here vlogging, all right? Look at that. I'm over here sweating. I'm getting covered in ticks.
I'll be in the van.
Just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in. Yeah, take that, nerds. Oh. I skipped CrossFit, Brian.
My buddy Joe, the Colorado kid, is out here helping out. Came in last night and he's off to the races.
This is completely selfish, by the way. You notice my tent right here, all right? So basically what's happening is I'm clearing more space for myself. What he thinks is I'm making more space for other people. Oh, hi, Brian. I didn't see you there. Sorry.
Gotta have room to roam. So we're going through this brush here and I spotted a tick crawling on Joe and I'm like, the ticks, I hate the ticks. That's only the second one we've seen out here, and especially when we're in the heavy brush. So I've been using this Sawyer, I think it's permethrin. You spray it on your clothes. Supposedly, if you soak your clothes in it, it's good for 5 or 6 washes in the laundry. The protection is still there. I had the tick crawling on my leg and I kind of sprayed it directly. Didn't seem like it killed it instantly, but it didn't really like it. No, I wanted that.
Where the hell else am I supposed to put the hot tub, Brian?
It was crazy hot yesterday. Got up to 98 or 99 degrees. We were working the whole day. I was drinking the whole day. And at the end of the day, I was sitting down. I'm like, I did not urinate one time the entire day, which is very rare for me. I'm always drinking water. I'm always drinking stuff. So it was a little scary. I didn't have a headache at night. I felt okay. I feel okay today, but man, you gotta keep drinking when it's hot out like this. And it's always good to have the old toothpaste mixing with the sugary drink in the morning. Blah. So it seems like everybody who comes up here has another cool tool that I want to buy. Joe's got this Milwaukee charger plug. You fit those batteries on there. Oh man, that's so cool. It's got the USB. Don't make me spend the money.
The cool thing about this is since you've got the AC bolt, I was able to get off this 9. I was able to charge a full Skydio battery and my cell phone off of it. And so then you can just swap the batteries and then start charging other stuff. So it's pretty rad. It's a cool little utility tool if you're out nowhere with no power, man. So this has saved me on the trail before.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's rad.
So it seems like we might have to all get on the same page of we're all Milwaukee tools all the time. My cousin Gino yesterday when we were building the outhouse, hopefully you saw that episode, he does all DeWalt tools, but he did have a Milwaukee little hatchet thing. So if we start getting into it more and more, we use the M18 system just to be on the same page. And then on the conversation topic of power, we're thinking we might just do a big bad solar system. We're thinking about getting electricity. The neighbors, they said it cost them $25,000 to get power to their system. And then you think more and more, we don't need that big of a power system yet. And I've seen a lot of cool videos where basically you build the system, the solar system that I have in my van, but like on a dolly or on a wheelbarrow, and then we could move it around. We could have the solar panels. There's plenty of sun out here while we're out here working, and we will need to charge up batteries and do different things. So I'm gonna start percolating on getting our own solar systems set up, because maybe you have 1 or 2 different ones. One's over here pumping water, one's over there doing something. It's very fun to think about all the projects. Man, I'm kind of bummed out about the amount of plastic of all these like single use, but it's kind of the only way to keep the drinks cold on days like this. It's just absolutely brutal because I have like my bag of Tailwind nutrition that I could mix up. I could put it into here and then it's, you know, more sustainable. You're only using 1 container and you're not using all the plastic, but how are you gonna keep it cold? I guess I have an ice chest and you have to get ice every single day. Problems to be solved. Everything's kind of temporary. We'll get better and better as we go. Oh, that's why the bears love the ants.
Yeah, look at that, dude.
The larva.
Look at that, they got a little colony in here.
Oh yeah, I see them moving them to safer ground. Sorry guys.
They're all coming out now. Look at, here they are.
Yeah, it makes more sense now that the bears would eat that stuff. I'm like, why would bears want to eat ants? It's no, like that larva is probably delicious.
Yeah.
We just cleared so much of this out here. It's time for a lunch break now, and it was too hot to run the GoPro as a time lapse. It kept shutting down. So this is so much better than it was. Yesterday we just had this little thing. Now we've got all this. Probably still not wide enough for the van, but wide enough for other stuff. Maybe a little tool shed or something. Oh, it's cold. How can I complain about the cold when it's so hot? Ah. Non-potable, but you gotta get a little in your mouth. Much better. Oh yeah. Hand washing, or hand spraying at least.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not perfect, but it'll do. So Joe is basically a semi-pro barbecuist, or smoker as we might say. What do they call it?
Pitmaster.
Oh, pitmaster.
Pitmaster sounds way more official.
I asked him if he uses a Traeger, and he looked at me in disdain.
Disgust. Disgust.
What is your rig?
It's an offset rig. It weighs over 1,000 pounds. It's an offset smoker out of Texas. I ordered it from a company, and I'm not going to give them free advertisement here, right, by saying the name, but it's logs. It's a stick burner, so you cook with wood. So I'm in the backyard chopping wood, so this is not dissimilar from what I do to cook.
Basically, when he cooks some of the stuff, it's an all-night cook. He has to stay up all night, feed the fire. It's crazy.
And the smoker's big enough that people always ask me, like, why are you smoking so much meat? This is exactly why, because I can vacuum seal it, put it in the freezer, and now we've got pounds of smoked meats out here with no work. You know, we just eat. So
good.
Super excited about it.
So as we have seen, these game cameras are kind of garbage, but they're kind of pretty cool. We're getting a lot of cool animal sightings, but maybe just not the best positions, maybe not the best settings. They are kind of cheap at 120 bucks, but so I've got a couple things I bought on Amazon and at the old hardware store that I'm gonna try to get some better results from these. So here's what I got. I got these T-posts and then a camera mount for them, like a little tripod. This hooks onto that, hooks onto the tripod. So now I can put these game cameras anywhere I want. Let's go hook this up and actually go see if we can find any good spots with game trails, with evidence of scat. I also need to get some rechargeable AA. Oh my God, it's so hot. Rechargeable AA batteries. Got to get this nice and low to the ground so you can look the beast in the eyes. So this is an area I really like. We've got scat on the ground. We've got this log back here that a bear has definitely been messing with, and every time we come back, it's a little more dismantled. There's some post holes in the ground from deer running through here, I think. So basically, we've got to just find a good path. We actually caught our first deer on the game camera yesterday or over the past couple days, and the big bear was going this way. So everything we've caught so far has been walking this way on the road. So I kind of want to get it pointed back down so we see them face to face. For some reason, nobody goes this way. It's a one-way street. I hate to say it, but the problem is there's no beauty in this shot. It's just a big wide open road. You're just trying to get the animal on camera, versus if it's actually on a little trail or something, it's more of a native environment. It kind of looks cooler. But at this point, I just really want to get some animals on camera. I'm not too concerned about it being a perfect shot. I've never put one of these T-posts in the ground. There is an actual tool for this, but we got a sledgehammer. Just beautiful. Here's the test right here. Oh, I'm a big old dumb bear. I'm a big old dumb bear. Oh, I'm right on the camera. Oh, yeah. Oh man, it's moving around a lot on this. I don't like it. Okay, I think these need to actually go underground.
Yeah. Just take the mount, the whole thing off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh!
We saw it coming.
Safety violation.
You know what you do? You put a block on top.
Yes, a piece of wood. Now that we've got it in the ground, thanks for that insight. A little less wibbly wobbly now. This is an evolution. Not as good as the strap on the tree, but you can get any angle you want on this. I hope we can get these things dialed. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of trial and error. And now I'm gonna be away from the property for a month. I've gotta go to 2 weddings, including my own. I've gotta drop Sarah off at Harvard. She's going to get a master's degree. There's a lot going on, but after that, I'll be back here a little more full-time. Maybe not full time, but pretty good time to be out here checking on the cameras, doing all kinds of the trail work and all that stuff, all the other projects we're gonna do. But man, the game camera thing, I think it excites me, like one of the top things that excites me, maybe even more than the mountain bike trails, but the trails are gonna be amazing. They're just gonna take a lot of time to build. Got a few more Amazon purchases that I haven't showed off yet. My uncle really suggested these trauma packs. If big time bleeding starts, you can at least get something going, get some first aid until help can arrive. Especially since we'll be messing around a lot out here and hopefully doing it safe as possible, but stuff happens. I got a hammock. These trees are so far apart. We gotta find a better place for the old hammock. More generic first aid kit, which is pretty good just for the regular small boo-boos. The other game camera I forgot to set up. And these awesome motion detection LED lights. I have these in every closet in my house, and you can put up a sticky strip. They're magnetized. There's different ways to mount them. They are so good. USB rechargeable. Lights have come so far. It's like one of the best things going right now. If you haven't updated all your lights in your house or different places, do it, because these are so awesome. We'll set them up somewhere out here. So I've been really happy with this Thermacell thing. It's a mosquito repellent. It has a little oil thing in here. It's USB powered. You turn it on, it charges up for a minute, and then it just disperses some kind of thing in the air that puts you at a 15-foot radius where mosquitoes and bugs won't come at you. It has been working really good out here. It's kind of amazing. The problem is I knocked it over a couple times because you're always setting it on a janky table, and then the oil kind of spills out, and then now it's already out of oil. And I need to look on Amazon for refills. The first couple refills I saw were super overpriced because maybe there's a shortage of stuff. So I really like the Thermacell. I'll probably buy a couple more, but it's gonna have its ups and downs with the refills and all that stuff. But sitting outside, just open with no bugs, it's the dream. And luckily, I also brought an Amazon find, the old electric fly swatter. If you don't have one of these in your house yet, you're missing out. Basically, it's charged up, you hold the button, and you start swapping at the flies, and they get electrocuted on contact, mosquitoes, little bugs, everything. So last night, we were inside the little tent shelter. Anytime we came in or came out, bugs came in, we just went to town, zapping them, and we could sit in there in peace. USB rechargeable as well, and it also disconnects. It's like a flashlight on the bottom or something. I don't need my fly swatter to be that sophisticated, but the electricity is awesome. Hey Joe, can I get your help measuring the height of this tree right here?
Yeah, 100%. You need me to climb that thing?
Yeah, get out.
Okay.
Get out the tape measure and get to the top.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah, get the long tape. We have it right here.
Come up there. Got it. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, going about this all wrong, Brian. There's got to be another trick.
There has to be a better way.
Yeah.
So I learned recently, if you put a tape measure at the bottom of a tree,
okay,
and let's see how this goes. Yeah, or maybe you hold the end and I'll go out.
Okay, got it.
You stay at the base.
Okay.
Dun. And I think this is a metric. So
If you flip it over, it's normal.
yeah, so I'm at 10 meters right here. And now I need to get out the app on my phone to find out the angle to the top of the tree here. This crummy little free laser level app, get in there. So we need to set the degree to 0 basically. And so like you kind of set it at your eye level and then you shoot to the top. You have to be able to see the top of the tree. So what percentage? We got 160, 150. Oh, it's so twitchy. It's not perfect. Oh man, it goes so fast. 170. Oh, this is not super accurate, obviously. Okay, what's the number say, Joe?
1. It keeps moving.
Twitchy is
going all over the place. I would say 157 to 160 or so.
Okay, let's say 160.
Yep.
So now we multiply 10 meters times 160. Oh, what times 1.6? So it's 160% times 10 meters. 16 meter tree. Now we need to do the conversion for the meters to the feet.
You know, if you flip this tape over, it's in feet, right?
33 feet. All right, so we'll multiply 33 times 1.6.
I like this idea better.
Times 1.6. That's a 52.8 foot tree, kind of, sort of. So you still need to add on a little bit. Because see, I took it at eye level. My eyes are a little bit higher than there. So if we're gonna call that a 55-foot tree right there. I love that. I love being able to see it. It's really tough though, because you have to have the tape far out and be able to see the top. So some of these really tall trees, it's not easy.
I'm just glad I didn't have to climb a tree.
I just did a sniff test at the grumper. Nothing. I stuck my head down that thing. I couldn't smell a thing. As long as we stay on top of it, it's gonna be good. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, we have a name for this place. So the shred quarters is just base camp. That's what we call that. But the entire land plot, we're gonna call it Everstoke. I really like that name. And hopefully by the time this video comes out, we'll actually have a shirt or something where you can buy it, support the channel, support the builds out here, because everything's gonna get a lot more expensive from here. We actually had a well guy come out yesterday. He saw our little artisanal well. It should be grandfathered in. We should be able to get in there a little bit and clean it up, and we might have all we need versus, yeah, I'll shoot you down a well for $25,000. So hopefully we can kind of get this going, hopefully get it tested, get it clean enough. The well guy didn't seem interested in doing any of that work, so we're gonna have to watch a couple YouTube videos. It feels so good to actually get some stuff accomplished out here, because it's so overwhelming. There's a million things we want to do, but we're just eating the elephant one bite at a time. I really hope you're enjoying it, because I am really excited about this project, and we'll keep building if you keep watching.